pieces to the Stanley Cup puzzle have been added, and this season begins with Brent Johnson in goal. It's the Blues and Blue Jackets, the season opener, next on Fox Sports Net. Wait, a man we'll all keep our eyes on, and of course in goal, Brent Johnson. He could be number one. Plenty of hoopla here in Columbus, Ohio. Their second season in the National Hockey League, and the Blues and Blue Jackets open the new season here at the Nationwide Arena. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Buckeye State. Ken Wilson, Bernie Federko, and Dan McLaughlin. We're glad you're with us. Bernie, we mentioned the excitement here. I'm sort of getting goosebumps. It's always fun to open up a new season.
It really is, Kenny. Everybody has butterflies in their stomach, but once the puck is dropped for the first time, the guys know that they have a job to do. And I know right now that Joel Glenville has really got that team ready in the locker room.
Oh, they are ready. And this 2001-2002 Blues team is loaded with new faces.
They are, and the faces have changed, but I really believe the grit is better. Doug Waite, maybe the best natural passer in the entire league. He's going to be the spark plug of this hockey club. You add a Mike Keane. Here's a guy that has won 3 Stanley Cups, 3 different teams. He provides leadership and grit. He's another great acquisition. Then you go to Rich Pilon, led the New York Rangers last year on hits. And then, of course, Fred Brathwaite, the guy that maybe is going to be the backup, but who knows? He may be the guy the Blues may have to rely on in between the pipes all season long.
Well, that goaltending situation certainly is interesting. Fans have been very aware during this offseason. Wasn't long ago we thought maybe Roman Turek would lead this team to a Stanley Cup. It's not the case, and now it looks like it really falls on young Brent Johnson.
The third round of the playoffs kind of told the story. Roman Turek faltered a little bit, and Brent Johnson now, I believe, is the #1 guy. It's hard to put a pressure on a 24-year-old kid, but I really believe this guy is going to handle it. He's going to be the guy of the future, and there's no question. We look to this, Roman Turek leading the bench. This is Game 5 in Colorado. Brent Johnson played very well in the game. Unfortunately, the Blues lost in overtime, but I really believe that Brent Johnson was the goalie of the future from that moment on. I think that's why that Larry Flo felt that he could make a deal this summer, bringing in Fred Brathwaite. So for now, Brent Johnson is the one guy, but Fred Brathwaite is also a good goaltender. He may be the guy that the Blues are still going to rely on.
So we'll keep a close eye on the goaltending. Johnson getting the call here tonight. We're just minutes away from this one getting underway. Doug Waite ready to go. So is Brent Johnson. And of course, those Columbus Blue Jackets. There's plenty of enthusiasm here in Central Ohio. We don't make it till you order it. We welcome you back to the Nationwide Arena here in Columbus, Ohio. A touching pregame ceremony going on right now. And we throw things to our partner again here this season, Dan McLaughlin.
Ken, thank you very much. And you're right, very touching ceremony here at Nationwide Arena. It is sold out. They sold out all their games a year ago in their expansion season. Our national anthem will be sung by Jessica Grove, and let's go down to the ice level.
Columbus native Miss Jessica Grove in the singing of tonight's Star-Spangled Banner. Presenting tonight's colors is the Ohio State University Army ROTC Cadets.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Jessica Grove.
Jessica Grove with tonight's national anthem. Well, everybody's talking about it when you're thinking about the St. Louis Blues in this year's edition. Who is the #1 goaltender? Ken and Bernie talked about that. We asked the head coach, who does he think will assume that role for the St. Louis Blues?
I think it's going to be healthy competition amongst the two of them to solve that issue of who's our #1 goalie, and if it plays out where they're going to be, it's going to be balanced net time for both of them this year, that'll be fine too. But maybe some guy emerges at certain times of the year, but I think it's going to be healthy competition.
Well, on a bad Calgary team, Freddie Brathwaite kept them in the playoff picture all the way to the final week of the NHL season. At one point, 160 scoreless minutes. That set a Calgary franchise record. Then on the flip side, you've got Brent Johnson. Got off to one of the better starts in the National Hockey League by any goaltender. He had 4 shutouts a year ago. Brent seems to be, at this point, the guy that's going to assume that role of being the #1 goaltender. But at this point, too, it's anybody's guess. Joel Quenneville has called this a healthy competition, a friendly competition, and this is something that he wants. Remember, we saw it out of Turek and Johnson a year ago, and we're going to see it this year out of Brathwaite and Brent Johnson once again. Let's go back upstairs to the guys that'll call the action, Ken and Bernie. Ken?
Thanks, Danny. And we're going to look at the Dodge starting goaltenders as Joel Quenneville looks around. There's the #1 goalie at the moment, Brent Johnson. You see his record from last year, 10 games over 500. Started Game 5 in the playoffs against Colorado, the semifinal, and played very well. So he's the guy the Blues are going to count on, at least at the start of this season. At the other end, it's going to be Ron Tugnutt, the 33-year-old veteran from Columbus that has played very well. Had a great season as an expansion goaltender. Played very well, and he's the #1 guy that they're going to rely on. You can see his numbers from last year, very, very good. We turn to the Casino Queen lines, and you see here Mike Keane maybe is the surprise. We thought Scott Young was going to go on that line, but Joel Quenneville chose to start Mike Keane with Doug Wade, Tkachuk. You're going to see Young in on the power play with that line. You see Varlamov is in the lineup with the injuries, and Mark Rycroft, another youngster that's going to be playing on that wing there. So the Blues with some new guys out there. You look at the defense, of course, Rich Pilon is going to take some pressure off Chris Pronger. Bryce Salvador had a great rookie year, as did Alex Havanoff. So we'll look at those guys, and this should be a real solid defense, and we're really expecting a lot of things out of the Blues this year. The referees this evening, there's Dave Jackson, the other referee Blaine Angus, the linesmen are Brian Mock and Dan McCourt.
Bernie, I've got to say this to start the season. You're in mid-season form with that telestrator.
You mean you could tell which lines I was drawing on, Kenny? That's impressive.
You've been practicing all summer. We're ready to go. Pull up a chair. It's the Blues, a brand new season. Waite faces off at center ice, loses the draw. Pusher with a puck. He's on with Darren Quint. Puck flipped ahead. Pilon with a bouncing puck. Loses possession. Pusher advances it. This is the Grant Marshall, Espen Knudsen, Jeff Sanderson line for Columbus. And the Blues take over. Tkachuk can't get out. Grant Marshall, a newcomer to Knudsen to Sanderson. A shot right on. Good save. Good chance for Sanderson. Good stand-up save by Brent Johnson. Back to the point. Darren Quint. His shot goes wide off the end. There's a score! Jeff Sanderson, who had 30 goals last season with his expansion team, gives the Blue Jackets a 1-0 lead just 31 seconds into the season.
This was the kind of start that the Blues did not want to have tonight, but this is very lively boards here in Columbus. That puck came off the end boards, and when you see a guy like Jeff Sanderson, 30 goals last year, he's the heart and soul of this hockey club. And you'll see how the puck comes off the end boards. Brent Johnson not able to control it as it came off the end board. And there was Johnny on the spot, Jeff Sanderson, to bang it on. His first goal of the season, and even though he missed the last 13 games of the season, Kenny, what a year he had for this franchise.
Now Columbus off the face-off, shooting the puck in. The Mike Sillinger line on for the Blue Jackets against the Pavel Demitra line for the Blues. And here is Al McInnes, 38 years young. Into the middle of Stillman on the wing to Demitra. Young to the slot. McInnes a shot, and that one fails to beat Ron Tugnutt. Oh, did McInnes ever let it rip? Now the Blues, a deflection, great save on Demitra wide with a backhander. Tugnutt a bit slow in getting up as the puck is into the corner, held there against the boards. Now it comes down, and the puck played by Sillinger. Getting it ahead to the veteran Ray Whitney. His pass off the boards for Al McInnes. He is tied up, and the puck comes loose as the teams are changing. And the puck shot in by Dallas Drake. Back to play it is Tugnutt. Now the team's completing the line change. And Aubin flips the puck behind his net. Blues trail it 1-0. Tyler Wright sends the puck down the ice. Havanoff back, plays it out to center ice. Salvador, his defense mate, clears the zone, and the youngster Plesla shoots the puck in. Keep an eye on him, a 19-year-old on defense for Columbus. He's number 44, only his 9th NHL game. Here's the veteran Drake in a shot, and it is blocked at the defense by Jean-Luc Grandpierre. Aubin on the boards with Wright and by Borny. Blues hemming in Columbus a bit. We're very early, just 2:10 gone. Blues trail 1-0, and the whistle stops play, and we're going to get a penalty.
This is a call that's going to go against Grandpierre. A big hit in the corner, Kenny. Dallas Drake trying to shake things up. And this was a reaction by Grandpierre, as I think, I don't know what Chris Pronger's over there arguing, but are they going to put Dallas Drake in? Wow. Drake with the big hit you'll see in the corner here. Grandpierre took exception to this hit. That was a good hit there. You see, there's the rough. Now, I don't know what Dallas Drake got penalty for. Kenny looked like a pretty clean hit there in the corner, but right now it looks like they're both going in.
St. Louis penalties, number 10, Dallas Drake. 2 minutes for roughing. Columbus penalty to number 3.
The goal coming at 31 seconds. Sanderson spurs from Quint and Knudsen. So the Blues are down 1-0, and both teams now have a man in the penalty box, and we'll see 4-on-4.
There's Dave King. Did a great job last year with this team. Over 70 points as an expansion team.
And we're going to have a penalty here right off the faceoff. A high sticking call.
Jeff Sanderson in the middle of things, and right off the faceoff, that's where we're going to see the call off of Doug Wade again, Kenny. So the Blues really putting themselves in a tight situation here.
And one of the things we saw in the 5 preseason games, Bernie Federico, was the Blues taking too many penalties, having to be shorthanded too frequently, and in some games early in the contest.
Well, something that Joe Penderly touched on when I talked to him this morning. This is a team that's going to have a great power play, but when you're going to have the great power play, you're using a lot of the same people in your penalty kill, so you can't afford to take a lot of penalties, and you can't afford to get behind too early. Sanderson with already 1 goal. Now he gets the penalty called against him as Doug Wade got his stick up. Now they find themselves on a 4-on-3 situation, which is one of the easiest power plays there is.
So a big advantage for Columbus, a golden opportunity to come up with a 2-0 lead here in the early going. We're only 2 minutes and 13 seconds into the season. Drake getting a roughing penalty, by the way, along with Grandpierre at 2:10. And now the penalty coming up to Doug Waite. He takes a 2-minute minor for high sticking here at 2:12. Now they're saying it was only 2 seconds in between, which probably was not wrong. It was pretty quick.
Yeah, they're going to 3 seconds. Now, I would agree with that because it was right off the face-off. As Sanderson tried to go through the middle after losing the face-off, that's where Wade got his stick up.
So a 4-on-3, and here they come. Now we'll get a penalty at center ice. Sanderson goes down as he was tied up by Eastwood. So the Blues are going to get another penalty. This is a delayed call. Here they come. Knudsen over the line. A pass hits a skate. Then the shot by Heward is blocked. Now the pass comes back to center ice. So the Blues are in early trouble. Cron over the line to Sanderson, who has already scored. Sanderson a shot and a save by Johnson. Connor clears the rebound. And another penalty coming up against the Blues. And it comes up to 32 seconds after the penalty to Doug Wade.
The memo went out today, and I saw that they were going to cover the instruction calls, and there you can see the guy without the penalty. They got the puck, but a good play by Al McInnes. You see Jamie Hewitt with the shot. Al McInnes just getting that reach out, deflecting that puck into the corner. But there it is, Mike Eastwood in for hooking, so the Blues find themselves really in a tough situation because Eastwood's penalty is not going to start kicking off until the original penalty call is off. So the Blues find themselves really 4-on-3, and they're going to have another 4-on-3 after the penalty expires.
It's going to seem like 4-on-3 forever.
Yes.
2:45, the time of the Eastwood hooking penalty. So what a start here. Not a good start for the Blues, an exciting start for the hometown Blue Jackets. And a big crowd on hand here at Nationwide Arena. Sillinger, one of their newcomers on the faceoff. Pronger can't clear. Sillinger back to the blue line. The puck played ahead by Whitney. By Borney can't get it. And Johnson able to clear it away. So we're 3 minutes into the game and the season, and the Blues are trailing 1-0. They have Pronger and McInnes out there, along with the newcomer Mike Keane. Whitney shovels the puck to the corner by Borney, with Sillinger out in front, and Keane intercepts. Mike Keane, 34-year-old veteran, not too far from 1,000 games, and he'll be replaced. Still 4-on-3. Here come the Blue Jackets again. Sillinger stuffs the puck behind the net. McInnes flies it up the boards and down the ice, and we'll get some fresh players on the Columbus power play.
This is a great kill right now for the Blues to get through this. If they can get through this without giving up a goal, they're still in this game very easily.
Puck shot in by Jamie Heward. This is Quint with Heward. Heward's got a big booming shot. Quint, the 25-year-old, very high draft pick, starting to come into his own. His wrist shot off Young's stick in the corner. Young out with McInnes and Pronger. McInnes knocks Sanderson down. Stick may have come up high. Pronger dumps Knudsen, and here's McInnes looking for the opportunity. A breakaway. Young, he's in alone. He fakes the backhander. Stopped by Tugnutt. Tugnutt another save. Oh, baby, what a save to Val McInnes. And the first two players penalized. The back on. Eastwood in the box. And it'll be a 5-on-4. But oh, what great goaltending by Tugnutt.
This is a fabulous pass. Look at this through the middle. And there he is. Young on a breakaway. Now Tugnutt and Sanderson were the most valuable players on this team. But look at this save too. Not only on Young, but the pass from Young to McInnes, and this save with that glove hand sliding back and just robbing Al McInnes. So two huge saves by Tugnutt, and both by the Blues were shorthanded. So that was a game saver right now for Columbus. But you see his 22 wins, the most by any expansion goaltender. Cesar Maniego and John Van Beesbrook had held that record of 21. Van Beesbrook, of course, with the Florida Panthers. And Maniego a long time ago, 67-68 with the Minnesota North Stars.
Better known as the expansion year. Here's a shot. Corner, glove save Tugnutt, and he was the big story here in Columbus last season. And what a fan favorite he is.
The Blues are winning faceoff. Stillman on this one. You see the hard shot by Chris Pronger, and then another big save by Tugnutt. Very good reflexes, but in great position all the time. A veteran goaltender that's been around and has always played well.
A minute 45 to go in the power play for Columbus. The only man in the box is Mike Eastwood. Here's Knudsen getting the pass over. Marshall's in front of the net. Knudsen again over to Sanderson. They've got Odeline at the far point. This is Quint at the near point. Sanderson trying to pry the puck loose. And we're going to get a penalty here. Of course, it's going to be against the Blues. We get a late elbow. And then Sanderson throws a fist. That's Knudsen, who's been on the slight side, the Norwegian, trying to do a little grabbing. And it would appear initially that the Blues are going to pick up still another penalty. That's Corey Stillman in the middle of things.
He may even this up here. He may give a roughing penalty to one of the Blue Jackets. It might be Sanderson going in, but you'll see the hit here. Corey Stillman, number 12. There he's going to go in, and he's going to hit Knudsen from the back. There's the cross check. That's the call. But you'll see it better from this angle. There it is as you see Knudsen go down. Stillman were coming away, but Sanderson right there with his left arm may have got it up and maybe thrown a punch. So I believe he's going to go in the box as well. So the Blues are going to avoid at least Kenny Behegan on another 5-on-3 against power play here.
So that helps a little bit. Sanderson getting that roughing penalty after the penalty to Stillman.
Not surprising that Columbus was going to come out this way. They did this in their opener last year right in this building. In fact, they had a 3-0 lead against the Chicago Blackhawks and ended up losing the game 5-3. So there you see the penalties. Stillman and Sanderson both in the box. So the Blues still shorthanded for another minute and 22 seconds as Dave King looks along. I'm sure not very happy. He's happy that he's held 1-0 lead, but I think he'd like his power play to be a little better.
Columbus had a very bad start last season, but then they were really in the second half, for all purposes, a 500 team and ended up with 28 wins and 71 points. Very good first season performance in the NHL as the Blues clear the puck the length of the ice. They're shorthanded for a minute 5 and down 1-0. An early Jeff Sanderson goal. The Blues kill it with Finley and McInnes. Drake and Keane. Heward shoots the puck in. Johnson unable to stop it. Drake in the corner with Whitney. McInnes, a little backhand pass goes astray. Here's Heward, a big shot, and it is blocked neatly by Jeff Finley. 1-0 Blue Jackets. 5.5 gone first period. Espen Knudsen fakes the shot. He's generally a playmaker. Gets the puck back. Now Viborny. In front, Heward, big save by Johnson. Viborny beaten to the puck by Scott Young, who shoots it the length of the ice. And 22 seconds until Eastwood is back.
Big kill here. Get out of another one.
Here's Lyle Odeline, their captain, over the line. Trying to work the puck in. Robert Cron in front from Marshall. The puck gets away. And here is Young ahead to Waite. Eastwood about ready to come back on. The Blues are changing, and Waite shoots the puck in deep, and Tugnutt settles it down, leaving it for Matthias Timander, the 27-year-old Swedish defenseman. Over to Odeline, up the middle, both teams at full strength. This is Dimitra over the line, playing center here to start the season. On with Lowe and Kachuk. Here is Pronger pinching in. Then Sillinger slaps the puck ahead, and it's finally cleared out. Rich Pilon loses the puck. Marshall over to Odeline. Sillinger to the net. The rebound, and Sillinger can't come up with it. Good save by Johnson. Blues can't clear. Pronger gets the puck, and over to Rich Pilon it comes. Columbus is changing, coming up to the 7-minute mark of the opening period. 1-0 Blue Jackets. Blues with the puck at center ice. Lowe overskates it, and the puck shot in by Serge Aubin. This is Brent Johnson, high off the glass, off Grand Pierre, kept into Aubin. Now behind the net, trying to center is Nielsen, and he's unable to. Lowe with a breakout pass to Eastwood. He's shy of the red line, shooting it in. And they wave off icing, and the puck out to the Columbus line and into the neutral zone. Played ahead by Tyler Wright. And off the glass it comes, and the Blues just trying to get it in and finally do. And a quick shot and a save there. You get an early look at Sergei Varlamov, the 23-year-old newcomer. But Tugnutt has been tough when he's had to be. Early still in this game, 1-0 Blues trail. To this season, Blues already down 1-0. Jeff Sanderson a goal in the first minute of play. The Blues hurt by a number of early penalties. The positive side of it, Bernie, is that they were fairly effective killing those shorthanded situations.
I would be pretty pleased with just a 1-0 deficit at the moment.
Here is Quint on defense with Pusher, too far for Marshall. And the Blues have it off a right wing pass ahead of the newcomer Rycroft. Quint back to Pusher. The veteran Pusher just flips the puck into the blue zone. It'll trickle wide of the net. They wave off icing. Sasha Havanoff, 29 years of age, a rookie from Russia last season. Waite back to help out. Havanoff loses the puck in front out of Marshall's reach, and a 3-on-2. Waite with Young on his right, Kachuk on his left. Kachuk, a shot! That goes off Tugnutt into the corner. Check it, make it Rycroft out there with Tugnutt, or I should say with Kachuk. And with Wade, and Columbus on the move. Sanderson, the goal scorer, a shot, and that goes wide as the two teams are changing. This is Al McInnes. He's out there with Jeff Finley. A bit of a surprise, paired with Finley rather than Salvador, as he was in much of the preseason and most of the time last season.
I'm not surprised, because you're really putting an offensive-minded and defensive-minded defenseman on either side. McInnes with Finley, and Havanoff likes to rush the puck a little more, and playing with Salvador, you've got an offense and defense again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about today also. That puts a lot of confidence, of course, in Salvador if you're going to play the Salvador Havanoff team a lot. Dimitra right wing to Young. Shot right on. Tugnutt makes the save. Young ends up with a puck. It's sent out in front, but out of the reach of Dimitra. Stillman on with Young and Dimitra. Sillinger flings the puck by Stillman, and it goes over the glass and into the crowd with 9:20 gone here in the first period. And Bernie, let's turn now to the keys to the game, brought to you by Equality Ford dealers on both sides of the river.
This is a perfect example of new chemistry right now. The Blues need to find that. They need to get their lines rolling and find their ways. They need to be patient on offense, and they have been right now. They've really been behind the eight ball right now because of the forechecking and the penalties they took. And now the confident goaltender, I think Brent Johnson has settled down after that first goal went in. He did make a couple of big saves, and it's going to take a while to get going. It's going to take a while for this team to gel and mold, but this is a good hockey club, and I don't think they're really alarmed by the 1-0 deficit at the moment.
Pronger shot off the face-off, deflects into the crowd below us. The Blue Jackets up by a goal, and we go to Dan McLaughlin.
Again, lots of new faces on this team, and one of them is just one of 8 NHL players ever to win a Stanley Cup with 3 different teams. He's done it with Montreal, Colorado, and Dallas, and that is Mike Keane, 34 years of age. And Bernie, I know Joel Quenneville, along with Larry Plow, talked about upgrading the toughness with this team, the grittiness of this team, and certainly they have done it with a guy that's as gritty as anybody in the National Hockey League, and that's Mike Keane.
Mike Keane, a great guy and a guy that everybody wants to play with, and it's no fluke that he was on 3 Stanley Cup winning teams.
We mentioned he's not far from 1,000 NHL games. Varlamov's shot goes to the corner. Keane is playing tonight in the 955th game of his career. The puck dumped out. Pilon plays it ahead. Blues work in over the line. Varlamov is stopped. So is Kurzel. And it's a 3-on-2. Pilon stands up by Barney. The crowd likes the fact that Pilon goes down, but he definitely stopped that offensive rush. Make no mistake. Blues are changing. The puck flipped by Keane, and Havanoff is back. Blues have completed their change. Now Columbus does likewise. Tkachuk at the red line deflects the puck in. He misses most of Pusher's hit. Quint gets bumped, and the puck cleared out by Blake Sloan. Here is Salvador. So we were talking about Salvador and Havanoff as a defensive team. They're out there now with the Doug Weight line. Here is Weight shooting the puck in. He's got Keane on his right, Tkachuk on his left. Quint back. Tkachuk runs into him. Then a big hit by Salvador on Heward, and the Blues have the puck. This is Havanoff. Now Keane to Doug Wade. A nice move there. The ex-Ranger and Oilers sidesteps Quint in front for Stillman, broken up by Heward. 9:05 to go, first period. Heward can't get the puck in. Both teams are changing on the fly. Demander back. Ahead for Heward, out of his own end, gives the puck up, and it's Corey Stillman, who came to the Blues during the regular season last year from Calgary. Over to Finley from McInnes, and Finley shoots the puck in. Demander back. He's on defense with Odeline, their captain. Quick save by Tugnutt, as Stillman almost surprised the veteran goaltender. Back the other way, Grant Marshall. Getting the puck ahead to Jeff Sanderson, who scored the only goal. Now to Knudsen, and he loses his balance. McInnes feeds ahead for Stillman. The Blues on the attack. Pavel Dimitra back for Stillman. Over on the wing, a shot, and what a save by Tugnutt, sliding there to stop the veteran Scott Young. Both teams change again. 8:10 to go, first period. Pilon gets the puck in, loses it, and it's cleared out. Here is Pronger. Ahead to Rich Pilon. He'll flip the puck in, digging into the corner. Eastwood, bad angle, and the shot well wide. Sillinger is checked, hands the puck off, and up to center ice. Ray Whitney on the wing to Cron, back to Whitney, and his shot sails wide. What a chance there for Columbus. And back in his own territory, the 24-year-old Jean-Luc Grandpierre. Grandpierre gets the puck ahead, not out, kept in by Havanoff, who hits Eastwood with it. That's Grandpierre on Eastwood. In front is Lowe, and the pass is out of his reach. Now Ray Whitney to center ice, shy of the red line, flips the puck in. It bounces right to Johnson, who makes the save. Havanoff under pressure from Robert Cron. And Bryce Salvador, the second-year defenseman, with the puck. Neatly to Eastwood. Now on the wing to Keene. He hits Eastwood in the skate, and Eastwood still able to shoot the puck in. Blues trail 1-0. The Blues, interestingly enough, down by a goal in front. Tkachuk stopped. Keene stopped. And the Blues keep putting the puck on net. They've outshot Columbus 12-7. And we've seen some physical play. That's Rich Pilon here in the first period. The man who scored it has the puck, Jeff Sanderson. Leaving it with the defense up the middle for Marshall. Now to Mike Sillinger, the 30-year-old who bangs the puck in. Sanderson's always been quick. He shows his speed there. Marshall hits the back of the net. Sanderson trying to get away from Salvador, who's very strong. But again, the quickness prevails. Quint, Marshall, Knudsen. Boy, he's a passer, and you could see it there. Thinking pass almost all the time.
Plays a lot like Doug Waite.
Yeah.
He's going to spin a lot and going to make those same type of moves.
Here's Knudsen. And Marshall stopped. Interesting that Knudsen would shoot from there.
He had a better chance of last. Exactly. Last defense for him is a shot.
Both teams changing, and Al McInnes with a puck. He and Jeff Finley on defense. Up the wing it comes. Corey Stillman gets stopped. And it's Robert Kron, the veteran from the Czech Republic. Now to Sillinger, too far ahead on the wing for Whitney. McInnes under pressure. Kron there. Stillman helping out. So is Scott Young, the Massachusetts native. Speaking of the Olympics, he'll be there on the U.S. team. Stillman, Young, quick shot, just wide. And Finley a blast, the save by Tugnutt. Young a shot on the feed from Dimitra, turned away. Whitney trying to clear the puck out. McInnes keeps it in, and it is cleared to center ice. Whitney spun around by Dimitra. Blues start a change. Puck shot in right on by Odeline. Now Columbus changing also. Up to Drake at center ice. He'll backhand the puck in. Corso first to the puck, centers. Here's a chance. Pilon stopped by Tugnutt. Back to Pronger. Wrist shot blocked by the young defenseman Klesla. Rostislav Klesla, 19 years of age. In only his 9th NHL game. There he is. Corso gets around him. Corso trying to get the puck in front to Rycroft, and it's smothered by Ron Tugnutt. Boy, have we had some spirited action. 4:48 to go in the first period. First period of play, an early goal from Jeff Sanderson. His goal 31 seconds in, giving this sellout crowd plenty to cheer about. And it has been a quickly paced first period. This is Grandpierre. Grandpierre trying to go end to end, and the play is offside at the St. Louis blue line. Well, the Blues have tickets still available. 3 very attractive 11-game plans on sale now. All include a game against Detroit, some weekend games, and some big promotional nights. And all 3 plans also include gifts and privileges, along with priority to purchase Stanley Cup playoff tickets next spring. Log on to stlouisblues.com right now, or you can right there check out the 3 11-game plans. You can also call 314-622-BLUE and purchase your favorite plan and join the fun. 11-game plans, that's a great way to be part of what should be a great Blues season of hockey. The Sanderson line on against the Waite line. Waite has Keene on his right, Tkachuk on his left. McInnes ahead for Keene. He's stopped. Finley playing defense with Al McInnes. Pusher a pass off the boards for Sanderson. On the line with Marshall. And Knudsen. Grant Marshall and the backhander slides wide. Keene moving the puck to center ice. Shot right back in by Columbus. Chopped into the crowd by Jeff Finley.
What's interesting here, Kenny, is that Dave King is having the last change, and he's going speed on speed. Grant Marshall on the line, on the big line now with Sanderson and Knudsen. But look at this move here by Marshall, a spinorama. He didn't get any wood on it, but that's something that we'd see a guy like Doug Waite do, but you're not going to see that very often out of Grant Marshall. But that was a great acquisition by the Columbus Blue Jackets, getting a guy that has some experience, won the Stanley Cup with the Dallas Stars in '99, and he's going to add a lot of leadership to the Columbus lineup.
There you see the shots on goal. The Blues got behind the 8-ball early with that goal at the 31-second mark. Then penalties slowed them down, but they've definitely had their chances, and Tugnutt has come up very big. Dimitra thinking he might be offside. That's why he had some hesitation. And Columbus clears the puck out. David Viborny taken out by Pilon. Pronger clears the zone. Viborny back to his defense to Odeline. He'll dump the puck in, and Pronger corrals it. Off the boards for Young, and the shot goes just wide by Tamander. Now in front all alone, Viborny to Aubin. A shot. And Johnson a big save on Serge Aubin. And the Blues have had on occasion some problems in their own zone. Here is Scott Young in front. Pronger, and the backhander goes over the crossbar. And there's going to be a penalty called. And it'll be against the Columbus Blue Jackets for cross-checking, as Corey Stillman was taken down in the crease.
One of the 4 keys we talked about is a patient offense, and the Blues really 15 shots on goal. They've been getting their chances, but you're going to see a cross-check here. Odeline right there. Stillman in the middle of the net there gets cross-checked right in there, but Stillman knows where to stop, and there's Odeline coming in with the cross-check. So the Blues find themselves on the power play the first time. Good look from the overhead there. You can see the cross-check to the small of the back, and you're going to get that called against you every time. So the Blues with a big chance now to tie this up with only 3:14 left in this first period.
Dave King, the coach of this Columbus team. There are those that talk that this team with improved talent and the great veteran goaltender might be able to sneak into the playoffs in their second season. That's a very tall order.
Yes, it is. They've added a couple of guys, a Sillinger for one, Grant Marshall. If their goaltending plays the way it is right now, though, you always have a chance. And I think that was the big key last year. The goaltending of Tugnutt enabled them to get to 71 points.
Odeline's penalty at 16:46, so the Blues go to work, and they'll have to go back for the puck. McInnes and Pronger are on the points. Wade is up front. He's got Tkachuk with him, and also Daniel Corso on the power play. Here's Al McInnes. 2:50 to go in the first period. The Blues looking to tie it before the intermission. They shoot it in. Into the corner goes Doug Waite. Behind the net, Tamander can't clear. Corso to Waite. Now to Pronger. Back for Doug Waite. Over to Al McInnes. Now to Pronger. He's got Waite. Into the slot. Tkachuk off the post. McInnes. Big shot blocked in front by Tamander. Back for McInnes. Over to Pronger. Blues moving the puck nicely. Here is Doug Waite again. You'll note he's an assistant captain. Off the boards for Corso, who tips the puck to Tkachuk. Now the second-year NHLer Corso to Waite to Tkachuk. And the shot deflects off Aubin into the crowd. 54 seconds to go in the Blues power play, and they have put some very good pressure on Columbus.
But in order to get that pressure, let's go back just before the penalty that was taken. Look at the save here, a 2-on-1. Look at the big shot by the corner there by Aubin, and a great save there by Brent Johnson. But let's take a look at the Blues scoring chance too. This is Keith Tkachuk, and listen to this one. Right off the bar, and if they get more chances like that, they're going to start scoring some goals.
Boy, the power play has looked very sharp. 50 seconds to go and the man advantage. Al McInnes still with Pronger on the points. Dimitra up front now with Young and Stillman. Here's McInnes golfing the puck around behind the net. Pronger pinches in. Around far side for Pavel Dimitra. Behind the net. Young gets the puck. Back to Pronger. The shot, the save, rebound. Grandpierre gets in the way. Nice job. 1:38 to go in the period. Puck to center ice. This is Mike Sillinger against McInnes, and the shot deflects off the glass, and Corey Stillman takes over. Columbus changing. Here is Dimitra. The Blues changing. In front, intercepting Sillinger. Can't clear. Sasha Havanoff with a puck. The penalty just about over, and Columbus clears the puck to length for the ice, and Odeline is back on with 1:10 to go in the first period. Shots favoring the Blues, 16-10. Here's Doug Waite around Marshall. Wade into the offensive zone. Wade trying to get around Tamander, can't. Matthias Tamander run to the boards. The puck centered, controlled by Knutson, off the boards to Marshall. Run down by Salvador. Sanderson now gets to the line to Marshall. And the puck knocked away, and Drake clears it out. Following up is Wade. He'll shoot the puck in. A looping shot caught by Tugnutt. 35 seconds on the clock. Quint to Odeline. Havenoff knocks the puck down and clears it out by Quint. And down the ice, there's no icing. Both teams are changing. 22 seconds to go in the opening period. And the puck to center ice for Rich Pilon. Over to Pronger, the Blues captain, and then the play is offside, a delayed call. Columbus able to clear the puck out, and Pilon ends up with it. It bounces over his stick. Nielsen bothering him. 4 seconds to go in the period. Odeline, a shot turned near the net by Wright, and that'll do it. That's the end of the period. A very good period of hockey. The only goal coming at the 31-second mark from the veteran Jeff Sanderson. Coming up, our Auto Tire Intermission Report. Dan McLaughlin will visit with Chris Pronger. We'll have a regional news update and highlights. Our score after a period in Columbus. The Blue Jackets 1 and the Blues nothing. Group, they're saying Sean Hill, who's had that groin, Bernie, is actually healthy, and Jamal Mayers definitely has a groin injury.
Absolutely, and really Tyson Nash almost ready to come back. He's been nursing that knee too as well, and hopefully he can be back soon. And it's a miss to make sure, you know, with Scott Melanie not in there, it really hurts this hockey club too.
You notice Al McInnes, as he was late last season, wearing that shield after the eye injury late last season, and he talked to us before the game about adjusting to life after the eye injury.
You know, when I cover my good eye and just try to see out my bad eye, I wouldn't want to see that for the rest of my life. And the right eye, which is my good eye, has become pretty dominant. You know, that's the one that sees things obviously a lot clearer than my left eye. But I'm definitely wearing the shield, and there's not even a doubt in my mind.
Well, I was lucky when it happened to me that I didn't have permanent eye damage. I did go to the visor as well, but Al McInnes is still having some time to adjust. As he said, that his dominant eye really takes over, but he's really got some blind spots still, and it's something that's never going to be corrected. So he's making the wise decision to put on the visor, and I hope more guys start wearing the visor, because this is something you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your eyes. It's nice to see Brian Berard trying to make a comeback after that eye injury of his too, but Al, one of the greatest players of all time as a defenseman in the league, and it's nice to see him back and healthy this year.
We're underway in the second period. The Blues are down 1-0. Both teams at full strength. A pass for Young, broken up by little Ray Whitney. Then he's poke checked by McInnes, who's on with Finley. The puck shot in by Tamander. He is on defense with Odeline. Here's Ray Whitney, a pass knocked away by Dimitra. Dimitra is centering Young, and Byron hits the post, centering Young and also Stillman. Boy, they almost struck again at the 30-second mark.
Kenny, I don't know if the posts are bigger in this building, but we've seen a lot of goalposts and crossbars in the first period, and just a minute into this. This is unbelievable how many times it's hit the post and not gone in.
Well, you've seen a lot of offense here in the early going of this game. We're in the first minute of the second period. Back for the puck goes Jamie Pusher. He's on defense with Darren Quinn. Keane intercepts to Tkachuk, waits out in the slot. Tkachuk slides the puck to the corner. Knutson beats Keane there. Knutson going down. Now Doug Weight with a puck out to Mike Keane. And he can't get a shot too well covered. We go back the other way. Columbus on the attack. Sanderson stopped. Now the puck carried in by Pusher. He's slowed up by Pronger. Marshall can't get around Weight. And here is Chris Pronger. Boy, wouldn't that have been something if Columbus would have scored? That would have been just ahead of the 30-second mark. Man. Quint waits, shoots the puck in. His team's changing, so is the Blues. Rycroft from Pilon. And the newcomer is slowed up. Drake takes over. Pilon gets the puck in. Here's Dallas Drake. He's got Quint with him. Drake centers. The puck deflects. Havenoff can't get a shot after Corso's opportunity. Wyckoff stopped also. And Tugnutt has the puck. Pretty good chance there late for Mark Rycroft playing in his first NHL game. Let's turn now to our Bud Light. What's on tap tonight? And of course the Blues in Nashville Saturday night, as we mentioned, home a week from tonight against Los Angeles. Tickets still available on the 17th. Dallas is in. Pierre Turgeon returning. Then Saturday night, October 20th. Mario Lemieux and the Pittsburgh Penguins at Savvis Center, and October 22nd, Roman Turek comes back with Calgary. They're the Ticketmaster numbers, 4622 Blue.
Joe Quenneville not too happy, but at least the Blues are starting to get chances. You see the traffic in front. Everybody banging at Rycroft trying for his first National Hockey League goal, but a good shift by Corso, Drake, and Rycroft in there, getting some forechecking, causing some havoc. And that's what you have to do in front of Tugnutt. He's a little guy. You got to get some traffic in front of him, and I'm sure that's what the Blues talked about during that first intermission.
And on the play, Blake Sloan takes a 2-minute roughing penalty, but get a shot right on. Tugnutt the save, and the puck cleared out. So the Blues go to work here on the power play. A good opportunity to tie it early in the second. Pavel Demitra gets the puck ahead. Stillman in the slot for Pronger, tipped away, and the Blues barely keep the puck in. Oh, Demitra again. Stillman. Demitra can't get good wood on the puck. It's still loose. They score! The Blues, Corey Stillman, a power play goal to tie it at 1.
This is going to be one of the most potent power plays in the league, and this all started by good work keeping that puck in just inside the blue line. Now this is a big scramble. Demitra never got any good wood on it, but the Blues kept banging at it, and it was Stillman that finally got to it, was able to get it underneath Tugnutt, who had lost his stick. But a good look at it again. Demitra going to the net, Corso going to the net with a bang, and there's Stillman coming in last, just getting enough wood on it to get it past Tugnutt, and the power play goal ties this game at 1.
Boy, the power play looked great in the first period. Looks terrific here.
That's the second unit.
That's right. Well, there's a lot of offense on this club. There's no question about it. Havenoff a shot, and it deflects and sails into the crowd behind Ron Tugnutt. So after a precarious and difficult start, to say the least, in the first period, the Blues here are sitting pretty, and they've really begun to take command in a sense.
That's something that they need to do, Kenny. But again, this was all started because it was that shift by Drake and Corso and Rycroft that were able to get in front. But here, right here, the puck, you can see here, everybody going to the front of the net. You see 3 Blues players going to the front. You're going to see Stillman right there. He's going to go, and he's going to be the second guy to get to the rebound. And there he is as he just pokes it right past the open side there into the corner of the net.
Jean-Pierre back. Now over to Klesla. Klesla 6'3", 206. Onto the right wing by Borny. Sends a little pick for Jean-Pierre, who runs into Eastwood. Now the Blue Jackets with the puck. Eastwood knocks down Tyler Wright by Borny with the puck. It comes loose. Lowe decides to stay in position rather than go for the puck. And the puck gets by Klesla, goes down the ice. Stillman gets his first from Corso and Demitra. A power play goal at 2:28 here in the second period to tie it at 1. By Borny for Columbus with Wright and Aubin losing the puck. Havenoff plays it over to Bryce Salvador. Tkachuk up front along with Young and Waite. Here is Scott Young coming off a 40-goal season. Trying to feed Tkachuk, too well covered. Waite in the corner. Trying to get the puck to Tkachuk. The play broken up by David Barborny. And here's Al McInnes. Over to Tkachuk and just offside. Tomorrow, the St. Louis Cardinals will take on Jeff Bankwell, Craig Biggio, Lance Berkman, and the Houston Astros. Boy, what a big game. The National League Central title on the line. Coverage begins at 6:30 tomorrow night right here on Fox Sports Net. What a big weekend for Cardinals baseball at Busch Stadium.
We were waiting to see when the Blues were going to have the big line together in that last shift. It was Young. Certainly the Blues now with 5 shots on goal Columbus no shots in this period. You see the deficit right there, 21-10. The Blues really with the better of the shots, with the better of the scoring chances.
Interesting, last season these teams met 5 times. The Blues averaged 10 more shots per game than Columbus, and in the 5 games outscored them 14-7. The Blues won 2, tied 2, and lost once to this team, but didn't get a win here, Bernie.
That's right. 1 loss and 1 tie, so they've not had success in this building yet.
Of course, the Blues were here very late last season, their 2 visits, when Columbus had put it all together. Puck in the Blues zone. Daniel Corso, a pass, gets away from Drake, and back will go Odeline.
But you mentioned, Kenny, in the first period there, this is a team that the last 55 games of the season, they were .500, so they played very well for an expansion team. It was the early part of the season where they kind of got behind the 8 ball.
Wholesale change for Columbus. This is Scott Young into the middle. Quick shot. Dimitrov. What a save by Tugnutt. And a lot of people wonder about Pavel Dimitrov, but Bernie, you know from watching him over the years, when healthy, he can really play.
He is so dynamic out there, and you see how he comes from behind. This is something that Pavel Dimitrov does very well. Comes late, he moved the puck up to Young with great speed, and then he came way late, was able to get the puck, but there it is. You see, there's Dahlstrom going to the net, and he's with the quick shot there. So we're going to see this a lot, as you want Pavel Dimitrov to come late, use his moves, and get into the open where he can get some shots. But you got to do this without taking the puck away from Scott Young. That's the key.
Young and Stillman flanking Dimitrov. President and GM of the Blue Jackets, Doug McLean, saying today that he says, man, you guys got 2 really great lines. A lot of firepower. And he's right. Stillman waits, shoots, and it's blocked by Pusher, who's on defense with Quint. Quint trying to get the puck out. Can't. Dimitrov keeps it in, and now Knudsen takes over, the 29-year-old from Norway. Blues intercept, and a high shot by Dimitrov. Young, a blast. Glove save by Ron Tugnutt, and the Blues have come out flying here in the second period.
The way you're going to beat Columbus is to take advantage of their defense. This is not the quickest defense by any means. There's no Chris Pronger or Al McInnes on this team, and these are mistakes. As you see, Pavel Dimitrov with a quick shot. Now again, there's Jamie Pusher trying to control it. No one picks up Scott Young, and he's able to get a good shot. But we talked about how lively the boards and the glass are. That's what led to Columbus's first goal, the goal by Sanderson. But here, the puck came right off the glass, and Scott Young had an opportunity because of it.
Now Doug Wade is again centering Tkachuk and Keane. McInnes and Finley on the points. Here's Lyle Odeline, 33-year-old captain, gets the puck out and controlled at center ice. Left by Cron. Played back. The puck hits Cron. Now Sillinger slides it in. Whitney, the other forward for Dave King's team. 1-1 the score in the second period. Here's Jeff Finley up to Keith Tkachuk. Boy, he's in great shape coming into this season. McInnes the shot. And the play is offside. Blues offside. 1-1 the score. And we go to Dan McLaughlin.
Well, that man had 40 goals last year. That was Scott Young. Now, back in middle of February of 2000, we came to Columbus, and the Blue Jackets were putting it on the Blues. But Scott Young then got alive. A goal in the first period. But then 8 seconds left. The Blues pull Roman Turek, and Young does it again against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Blue Jackets started out, guys, last season 1-7-1 in their expansion year. But down the stretch in the final half, they were at .500. So this is a much better team than we saw at the first half of last season, as opposed to what we're seeing now tonight.
No question about it. And everybody here in Columbus wondering what kind of start they're going to have. Are they going to be that much better than they were ending their first season? Or will they, you know, kind of run into that sophomore jinx? The second season can be tough sometimes.
Very tough. And this is a team that has made some improvements, but this is a small hockey club. They have a lot of speed, but are they going to be gritty enough?
Again, they turn the puck over, can't get out, but the Blues do the same, and it's Ray Whitney leading the rush for Columbus. Leaves the puck. It comes over here to Darren Quint. His shot kicked away. Probably was going to hit the side of the net. And the Blues up to Doug Weight. The pass eludes him. Jamie Pusher again. Trying to push his way in. Cannot. And it's Weight ahead. Just out of the reach that time of Varlamov. Blues changing. The 23-year-old overskates the puck. Tied up by Pusher. Lowe gets in the way. Eastwood centering this line with Reed Lowe and Sergei Varlamov. Now the puck comes in front of the net. Quint knocks it away, gloves it ahead to Whitney. That's the stoppage in play. We are in the second period here in Columbus. Corey Stillman has scored to tie the game at 1.
All right. Third chance here is you're going to see Quint grab the puck with his hands. Here is you're going to see Quint grab the puck with his hand. Now he hung on to it and threw it. That's a delay of game penalty, and the Blues again on the power play.
Oh, Dimitra right off the bat on the power play, buries it from the right wing, and the Blues take the lead 2-1. They are now 2 out of 3 on the power play. So Quint gets the penalty, and Dimitra takes advantage.
Dimitra really likes playing center. The face-off won, and that's how important it is. Look at the movement. McInnes to Pronger. Now the diagonal pass, and Dimitra wastes no time as he just one time. So this is just a great hands here. Pronger across. Dimitra settles it and just gets it inside that right goal post. Another power play goal. How about Dimitra's second point tonight? And the Blues lead 2-1.
6:47 the time. The 26-year-old who has averaged about a point a game in his NHL career and really has been an exceptional player when healthy. Gets a goal. It certainly has to be a big boost and confidence builder for him.
We go back 3 years ago. Pavel had 37 goals, 89 points. So he has all of the potential in the world. And if this is any indication of what his year is going to be, I like what I see.
It's the way to do it. Get a goal early. Pronger and McInnes assisting. The power play goal at 6:47. So Stillman and Dimitra have scored second period power play goals to give the Blues the lead 2-1. Now Tamander for the Blue Jackets. Back to Odeline. The Tyler Wright line is on. The pass behind Wright. Pronger back. They wave off icing. This is Pronger, the Blues' young captain. Boy, he's been around forever, and at 26, you still can refer to him as the young captain. The puck hits the referee. Here's Scott Young. Out off the leg of Drake. Dimitra to Young. Now to Drake. The shot wide. Havanoff at the point keeps the puck in. Playing it to Dimitra, and the puck knocked away. Aubin bangs the puck off the boards, too far for Viborni, and this is Salvador. Both teams are changing. Coming up to the 8-minute mark in the second period. Drake on the drop pass. The backhander by Corso blocked. Now a forehand shot, and that hits the leg. Havanoff keeps the puck in, flipping it into the corner. Now Tamander beaten there by Corso in front. Oh, and an opportunity there for the newcomer Mark Rycroft in his first NHL game. He's had a couple of chances in close, not much time with those chances, but he's been in the middle of things. Here's Corso, who's put on some strength, and you really say he's added strength more than weight, and is still very quick. Salvador for the Blues. On defense with Havanoff. Rycroft on the wing. Now it's Tkachuk off the bench. Can't get in on Jean-Pierre, but keeps control of the puck. Here in front is Keane, and boy, that puck is bouncing every which way. Keane to McInnes, and the shot sails wide. Taking over. Columbus to center ice. Stop. Keane falls down, and the puck backhanded in by Chris Nielsen. Nielsen out there with Blake Sloan. Sloan doing the forechecking here. Finley gets his head up in time. Now in front. The shot by Nielsen blocked. Here's Grant Marshall to Blake Sloan with Chris Nielsen. The puck loose to Tkachuk. He'll leave it. And it's Doug Weight. Changing are the Blue Jackets. Over to McInnes, up for Keane, who deflects the puck in. And the Blues are also changing. They lead by a goal. 10:35 remaining in the second period. The season opener for both teams here at Nationwide Arena in Columbus. Sanderson spun around. Marshall beaten to the puck. Pronger flips it out. This is Darren Quint. His pass ahead for Jeff Sanderson, who whistles it into the corner. Knudsen taken down. There's going to be a penalty here. Espen Knudsen dumped, and the Blues are going to find themselves shorthanded.
This again is the speed of the Blue Jackets. Rich Pilon caught a little flat-footed on the play, and he's going to go off, I believe, for either tripping or kneeing. But Knudsen is going to get the puck. Here's Pilon and Knudsen coming together. Knudsen with a quick stop, and you see the right leg of Pilon come out and trip Knudsen. So there's a penalty, and the Columbus Blue Jackets go on the power play.
9:48, the time of the tripping penalty. So the Blue Jackets will go to work trying to get back into the game offensively. They're 0 for 2 tonight with a man advantage.
You always look at a quick start when you're on the road, especially in a home opener, and Columbus did come out real hard. The Blues have had their chances, and the longer this game goes along, Kenny, I think the talent and especially the defensive talent the Blues have is really starting to take over.
Pronger sends the puck down the ice. Pronger and Finley killing the penalty along with Drake and Eastwood. Here's Quint. Power play goals from Stillman and Dimitri here in the second have given the Blues the lead. Brent Johnson finds an opening and alertly clears the puck away. This is Ray Whitney. We say Whitney's pretty small, and he is by NHL terms, 5'10", 175. And the puck deflects off Marshall and out of play. It's the new show everyone's been talking about, the Best Damn Sports Show period, featuring a comedian who's a diehard sports fan and a bunch of ex-jocks who really know the game. With sports comedy, commentary, and constantly updated scores and highlights, well, what more could you want from a show? Introducing the Best Damn Sports Show period tonight at 11:30, only here on Fox Sports Net. Columbus with a puck on the line, trying to shoot it in, hits Keane with it. Heward, who you see basically on the power play, and Finley hit by Borney. Kron is there, so is Sillinger, and Borney back to the point. Heward lets her go, and a glove save by Johnson. He was seemingly going down, the puck was high, and he was able to keep the trapper up.
Brent Johnson has not been tested alive, but you'll see the puck. Jamie Heward getting the puck on the point, and just through traffic, just lets it go as quick as he can, and Jamie Heward can shoot the puck. It was headed for the top left-hand corner of the net, but the quick release, and I don't want to say that he could shoot the puck as hard as Al McInnes, but almost as hard, and there a big save by Johnson, who, yes, Kenny, was leaning to his right and had to use the big trapper to get that big glove on that puck that was headed for the top corner.
Blues lead at 2-1. They're shorthanded for another 1 minute and 9 seconds. A mean penalty to newcomer Rich Pilon. Eastwood, who you'll see in a lot of faceoffs, with another veteran Mike Sillinger. And the 34-year-old Eastwood waved out. So Dallas Drake will do the honors. And Drake ends up getting the puck. Makes a nice play, getting it down the ice.
Sillinger, the number 3 center iceman in the league last year for faceoffs. Over 60% of the time he won the faceoff, and a winger just beat him.
Here come the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sillinger leaving the puck. Here's Heward, who will play forward once in a while, and he loses the puck, and McInnes clears it away. Eastwood and Drake are replaced up front by Borney. Stillman and Keane killing the penalty with Pronger and McInnes. Pronger looking for the puck, can't get it. Here's Borney to Odeline, to Heward, while Odeline back for Heward. Borney here. David Borney. He's got Odeline moving up into the slot. Back now to Jamie Heward. The puck gets away. And a pass ahead, barely onside. Stillman a breakaway, shorthanded. He can't get the shot real well, and ends up being stopped by Tugnutt. Tried to make a move, Bernie, and just kind of ran out of real estate.
The fact that Odeline was diving behind him, he knew he couldn't really shoot that quick, and Tugnutt played it very well. And a big save there. He did run out of room.
Now the Blue Jackets deflect the puck in deep. Johnson comes way out. Both teams are changing. The Blues are back at full strength. Here is Scott Young. He'll let one whistle, and a blocker saved by Tugnutt. Now Doug Waite there, and a shot deflects wide. Young centers, and Tkachuk gets just a piece of that, and Tugnutt grabs the puck to stop play with 7:46 to go in the period. So Stillman coming close to making the lead 3-1. There he is, Bernie Federko, October the 4th, 1983. Scored 2 goals, had an assist against the Penguins. Jacques Demere's first game behind the bench with the Blues. That was a while ago.
It was a long time ago. I'd like to tell you that I remember it, but I don't.
You don't, huh? I'd like to tell you I was there, but I wasn't. Now the Columbus Blue Jackets clear the puck out.
You wanted to be there, though.
I did. I really wanted to be there for that special night in your career, but was preoccupied probably in another building somewhere.
You think Jacques Demers was excited about it?
Yeah, I think he was. Here's a shot wide, and Tugnutt makes the save. That's probably where his fondness for you began. Well, tickets for all 41 regular season home games, including opening night next Thursday, are on sale now at Savvis Center, the Blue Note Sports Shops, and all Ticketmaster outlets. They're also on sale by very simply calling area code 314-241-1888, or you can log on to stlouisblues.com or to Ticketmaster.com. Remember, Blues tickets start at only $15. There are a lot of price ranges, and some of them are even close to sold out for a lot of the big games this season. So it pays to get your tickets early. Why not make it tomorrow at Savvis Center or any of the Ticketmaster outlets around town? 2-1 Blues, 7:14 remaining in the second period. Shots 27-12 favoring the Blues. Odeline to Marshall to Knudsen with Sanderson on the attack and Pronger back. Marshall trailing, a man with him. The trail is to Mander, and the shot right into the midsection of goalie Brent Johnson, and he just holds on.
The one thing that Rich Pilon has to be careful when Chris Pronger playing with Chris Pronger is that you've got to be so careful about standing up at the wrong time. You see Pilon standing right in. You've got a guy coming here, another guy coming here. And this lucky there's good back checking coming there. But it's the late guy that gets the puck, and a good save by Brent Johnson. But Rich Pilon has to be very careful standing up there at the blue line. Here's a good save by Johnson, who came to the front of the crease and took that right in the middle of the breadbasket.
You know, we mentioned that season opener in '83. As you look at the career numbers for Rich Pilon, it reminds me of how well, Bernie, the Blues have done in season openers. Not only did they beat Pittsburgh October 4th, 1983, but they are 18-11-5 in season openers. 18-11-5. I think there are only 4 or 5 teams in the history of the NHL in their long careers as a team that have done better in season openers than the Blues.
And I know that a lot of those years were on the road like they are tonight, and there's a lot of time pressure on the home team, but it's very hard to be on the road when you open a season.
Here's Knudsen, can't center against Rycroft. Pronger gets bumped, but clears the puck away. They're going to wave off icing. With the puck, Klesla. Drake knocks him down. Now here's Rycroft. Whoa, a big hit from behind on Doug Waite. The Blues are not very happy with the 19-year-old defenseman, Rostislav Klesla from the Czech Republic. The young man we talked about in the first period, playing in only his 9th NHL game.
This is a young man that's going to have a great career, but he really put himself into trouble right from the start as he took the puck in the corner and lost it. And then to try to recover, ended up coming in with the cross check on Doug Waite. But you'll see him come right here, Doug Waite behind the net. And there's the hit from behind as they push it in. But when you hear it in good real speed, it's a lot harder. There it is, and that's Doug Waite's helmet hitting the side of the board. So not a good penalty for Klesla to take, but the hardest position to learn in this league is defense, and everyth's a lot faster than it was in the Ontario Hockey League last year where he played.
I was interested in Doug McLean, their president and GM, and when you asked him about Klesla and his comparison, everybody wants to compare players to someone else, and he had an interesting comparison as the Blues go to work on the power play. Tkachuk, a shot off the arm of Tugnutt. 13:52, the time of the boarding penalty, and the puck cleared out.
Yeah, it was a pretty good comparison. He's not going to be as mean and tough as Chris Pronger, and he's not going to have the offense of Al McInnes, but he's going to be
of Nicholas
Lidstrom. That's who you.
But he said he's kind of be in between the two.
Pretty good comparison.
Yeah. So somebody says he's not quite like Pronger, not quite like Lidstrom, but he'll be a combination of the two, in between. Pretty high praise.
I would want him on my team.
Yeah. Where's number 44? Are all the big new young defensemen going to want to wear number 44? There's a shot that deflects wide. Young after the puck against Pusher. Now Tkachuk
I think it's a pretty good number to wear.
Why not? Waite centering, the puck knocked away. McInnes pinches in, stops Cron. Now Doug Waite. Over to Chris Pronger. Now to Al McInnes. A lot of time. Right on the save, and Tkachuk can't find the rebound. Blues have the power play. They lead by a goal. 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Both teams changing. Both Blues goals, by the way, in this period on the power play. Stillman and Dimitra. Puck sent in. Left. Stillman in front. Corso can't reach it. Have it off to Dimitra to Stillman. Oh, what a skate save there by Tugnutt. And the puck sent out and down the ice by Mike Sillinger.
This is the second power play unit again that seems to be doing the damage, and that puck may have hit Corso in front.
Yeah.
Kenny might not have gone through.
I think it might also have hit Corso. Hard to tell initially. Now Dimitra with a puck on with Corso and Stillman. Back to the point. That shot hits the Blues player Stillman, and the puck dumped down the ice by Aubin. 5 seconds until the young defenseman Klesla is back on. So the Blues now are 2 for 4 in the power play tonight. Klesla, a big hit there on Varlamov. And here's Tamander. Up on the wing. Nielsen shoots the puck in. Salvador back. Odeline pinches in. Blues lead 2-1. 3:50 remaining second period. Pass for low, knocked away. Salvador gets the puck ahead, and it's dumped in by Varlamov. Now the puck cleared out at center ice. Jeff Finley over to Bryce Salvador. Eastwood, Varlamov, and this man Reed Lowe on at the moment. Lowe slowed up by Chris Nielsen. Commander plays the puck around far side. Eastwood intercepts, loses the puck to Odeline. He dances around low, and Whitney will kick the puck ahead to Viborny. David Viborny against Jeff Finley. Unable to center. Ray Whitney does center, and Lowe backs the puck away with the help of Brent Johnson. Quint pinches in to Ray Whitney. Whitney can be cagey, and the backhander hits a leg. Then Nielsen centering. The puck finally comes to the Blues. Varlamov gets it out. Pusher has it deflect back deep into his own end, and both teams are changing. 2:48 left in the second period. Columbus hasn't been able to generate a lot of offense. Their goal came in the first minute of the game. Blues work in. Keane loses the puck, and it's Marshall. Off the boards for Sanderson. Sanderson with that brilliant speed. Now Marshall can't get the puck, poked away by Doug Waite. Nice play to Mike Keane. Then Keane loses the puck. Pusher, a pass out of Marshall's reach. Pronger over to Havanoff. He's spun around. Here's Waite to Tkachuk, over to Keane. Back for Waite. Now the shot blocked. Good play, Pusher. And the puck cleared up the left wing to Sanderson. 2:05 on the clock. To Marshall. Long shot. Stick save by Brent Johnson as both clubs change on the fly. This is Dimitra. He's got Young ready. Doesn't get him the puck quickly enough. And Dimitra can't get the puck ahead of Grandpierre and his teammates. Back to the point. McInnes a shot, and that goes off right high over the glass and into the crowd. So play stop with 1:47 remaining here in the second period, and the Blues are on top 2-1.
Corey Stillman on the left, Pavel Dimitra on the right, and Corey Stillman would be our guest in our Auto Tire second intermission. Stillman in his 8th season is second with the Blues, and of course he had some big goals in postseason play, and it looks like, guys, Stillman and Dimitra on that second line doing some damage, not only even strength but also on the power play.
They are talented offensive players, and they've had a very good game tonight. The Blues in the Columbus zone again.
This goes to show you, you don't need to have position to play as long as you have speed, and both those guys can really skate.
Grandpierre onto the right wing. Clearly Columbus offside, and 1:16 remaining. Coming up after the game, folks, the Midwest Sports Report. 30 minutes of nightly sports news completely dedicated to the home teams throughout the Midwest. Tonight, how long will Barry Bonds stall at 69? The Rams defense strives for perfection, and our good friend Bernie Miklasz says it's a glorious time for St. Louis sports as he sounds off. Brent Johnson has been strong since giving up a goal 31 seconds into the season. Havanoff back for the Blues. to Pronger and up the right wing to Scott Young. With Dimitra and Stillman. He's stopped under a minute left in the second period. Pronger's pass knocked down. The feed goes off Young. And the battle along the board. Stillman works into Young. He's got a defenseman moving up, but intercepting is Mike Sillinger. Havanoff had moved in, but you could see it coming from here to Dayton. Here's a long pass up to Young at the red line. 36 seconds to go in the period. Dimitra goes to the net with Stillman. Young still with a puck. Blues changing defenseman. Stillman, oh, nifty pass there that doesn't quite get through. 23 seconds left. Stillman a shot, rebound, Dimitra to Young. And I think he's a bit surprised by that pass. And the puck shot the length of the ice. Havanoff will go back to touch it. And as he does, the whistle. 13.8 seconds to go in the second period. Excellent seats, folks, are still available for new full season ticket accounts with the Blues. Remember, you'll save at least $5 on each ticket. And of course, you can enjoy all sorts of benefits, and you'll be guaranteed the privilege of buying the same great seats at Savvis for the playoffs in the spring. Call the Blues sales staff Monday through Friday at 314-622-BLUE to arrange an appointment to check out the available seats for season tickets. Call them first thing in the morning, 314-622-BLUE. And when you call them, be sure you mention that your old buddies Bernie and Ken said to call.
Absolutely.
We get the commission, aren't we?
Big commission.
I know that. We just love to see folks in the seats. And a season ticket package is a terrific way to be sure you get great seats and you're set for the playoffs. 6 seconds to go in the period at center ice, the Blues. Drake ahead too far for Wade. Sillinger with a puck, and that's going to do it. That is the end of the second period. A very good period for the Blues, who are out shooting Columbus 29-14. Hey, hockey fans, enjoy tonight's game with a cold Bud Light, because it won't fill you up and never let you down. So make it a Bud Light, the proud supporter of the National Hockey League. Our score after 2 periods. On power play goals by Stillman and Dimitra, 2-1. Now for a look at what's coming up on the National Sports Report tonight. Let's go to the Fox Network Center.
He could see Friday, but Joe Quenneville said he's going to go with a hot hand. Now, are you going to wait a while to see who the hot hand is and give them both a chance? We'll have to wait and see, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Fred Brathwaite in on Friday.
Yeah. Is it all right if we play Saturday?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Saturday.
We're going to Nashville on Friday.
That's right.
Tomorrow. Kenny, I've lost track of my dates.
Tomorrow night is the first party night of the season. The second game of the season, Saturday night.
Nashville's a pretty good place, I might add.
You might add. Here is Grant Marshall. He's poke checked by Al McInnes. Marshall, Knudsen, and Sanderson at the side of the net. Brent Johnson falls on the puck. Television's most unique brand of football commentary airs Sunday with NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. This season, football funny man Jay Moore and, well, the rest of the NFL This Morning crew welcome Boomer Esiason to the show. The critics are calling the most unique, groundbreaking, off-the-wall 90 minutes of football news. NFL This Morning, the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Central, right here on Fox Sports Net. Blues up 2-1, first minute of the third period here in Nashville. Puck hits the side of the net. Nielsen and Havanoff vying for the puck. Columbus, we're in Columbus. You already got me to Nashville. You sure we can't go tonight? Here's some country music. Now the Columbus Blue Jackets back for the puck. Blues intercept. Havanoff, a shot kicked out by Tugnutt. This is Chris Nielsen leaving the puck, intercepting his weight. Dancing around Quint with Tkachuk and Keene. Here's Keith Tkachuk. Now it's Chris Pronger. The shot that goes wide. Havanoff at the near point. Sends the puck behind the net to Doug Wade in front. Tkachuk is poke checked. And the puck cleared out by Nielsen. A minute 10 has been played here in this third period. Both teams are changing. The Blues by a goal. Pronger fires the puck, thinks it's going to be on goal. It's not. It's an icing as Grandpierre touches it, and the whistle stops play.
I hope he has a broken stick, Kenny. He's not changing it. We'll have to mention something about that last shot. Joe Quenneville has to be pleased with the way the second period went. Blues out shooting the Columbus Blue Jackets right now 30-15. So this is a team last year that when they had the lead after 2 periods, they were hard to beat. And Dave King there as well, trying to find some offense. Great year last year after coming over as an assistant coach from the Montreal Canadiens. And Dave King ran the Canadian national program for a long time, so he did a fine job here in Columbus last year. And it's going to be hard to top after getting 71 points last year with an expansion team.
Yeah, that's a lot of wins. They've added talent, but you never know. Here's McInnes. Here's the shot. Tugnutt the stick save. Fellows like Grant Marshall and Blake Sloan, Mike Sillinger. But you never know. You still got a lack of size, slow defense. Shot stopped by Johnson. Be interesting to see how they do. It takes a while usually. Florida Panthers were an exception. There have been some exceptions. At least with expansion teams in this era, they're giving them enough players to compete. And you remember some expansion teams in history, they just gave them nothing and they hardly won any games. Now the puck goes out of play.
And their payroll, of course, is about $30 million behind the Blues right now and probably $35 million behind Detroit. So you got to spend some money, and they will. Doug McClain told me today they will spend some money as time goes on. But right now, as an expansion team, you have to build through your draft. Like Plesla, a perfect example. He was their first pick overall ever when they came into the league. So here he's playing on the team now. So as time goes on, you'll see them add some pieces, and they'll spend that money.
Well, they are off to a good start in making money here to get better players. 18,136 here tonight. That is a sellout. They had 17 straight sellouts to end last season, and a hand pass there stops play. Well, Keith Tkachuk, a big man going into this season for the Blues. He began a new workout program in the offseason, and before the game he told us about that program.
Changed my whole diet, changed my whole, training process, and I feel so much better. I feel stronger. Obviously, you lose a lot of body fat and you lose weight, and I can tell a big difference already in the transition. Me practicing, I feel a ton better, and I have a lot more energy, and I feel stronger.
All you got to do is work out a lot, eat well.
But I found interesting in the Blues media guide, they asked him the question, one of the questions was in there, what is your favorite sports drink? Well, a lot of the guys said Gatorade and Powerade. He said Bud Light. Yeah. So
that's the announcer's favorite.
I know what mine is.
Reed Lowe getting into things there a little bit after Ron Tugnutt held the puck. Well, only a few days left to purchase the Blues' popular 6-game package. It's kind of like a 6-pack of Bud Light, but this is a 6-game package of tickets. It includes opening night next Thursday against the Kings, 2 Saturday night games in the fall, and late season games against the Oilers, the Avalanche, and the Sharks. The 6-game package, folks, starts at only $150. It includes gifts throughout the season and priority to purchase playoff tickets. Again, that phone number you need to remember, 314-622-BLUE. during business hours. I'd write that down and call them tomorrow. Everything from the 6-game package, the 11-game package, season tickets. 314-622-BLUE. Call them tomorrow. A lot of folks with Bruce Affleck and his staff ready to help you out. Here's Young with a puck. Blues are holding a 2-1 lead as we approach the 3-minute mark of the third period here in Columbus, Ohio. McInnes is back, chased by the speedy Jeff Sanderson. The puck played up the left wing, kept in at the point by Odeline. Sanderson, Marshall, and Knudsen up front. Here come the Blues. Stillman along with Young, who has the puck. Dimitra is trailing. Nice little saucer pass. The shot hits the leg of Tugnutt. He didn't know where the puck was. It hits him in the right pad. Marshall gets the puck over. Knudsen, great speed on Young. A forward, the shot. Johnson, the save. And he smothers the rebound to stop play. Good chances at both ends.
Very good chances, and Pavel Dimitra, a quick release, and then, as you said, Kenny, we had a mismatch because it was a one-on-one. Knudsen against a forward, Scott Young, but here's the quick shot. You'll see Dimitra just quickly, Tugnutt didn't even see it. It hit his right pad, and then it was cleared, but this is a great pass here. You see Knudsen right there going through the middle. He's going to take the puck, and he just gets a quick shot away. Johnson in perfect position as he's able to move from his left to right and then just smother that puck. So these are the scary types of games, though, right now. The Blues with only a 1-goal lead, even though they basically dominated this game, now shooting the Blue Jackets 32-17, so let's hope the Blues can get the next goal.
Blues unhappy. They're going to get a penalty, so will Columbus. Waite will go off for the Blues. Both sides will lose a man. Odeline and Waite having words. You see it right there.
This is what's so great about Doug Waite. Doug Waite is not going to back down from anybody. Here was the original hit along the boards. It was on Al McInnes, and that's why Doug Waite came to the fray. But here's the shot again, the chance by Knutson, and the big save. And as everybody went back into the corner, that's when things started. And Doug Waite is not going to back down. It doesn't matter if it's Lyle Odeline or anybody out there. And that is a kid that has got a lot of grit, and one of the reasons that Larry Poe brought him on board.
5'11", certainly not huge in stature, goes about 195 pounds.
Perfect example last year when he was playing for Edmonton. It was Marchman that hit him.
Good chance here. A good save by Johnson. And on the rebound, Sillinger unable to get the puck.
It was Marchman that went across and hit him, and the next shift he came back and ran Marchman, so he's not going to back down on anybody.
By the way, we have not seen Rich Pilon in some time. Nice play there, and there's going to be a penalty. Here's Sillinger over to Quint. Darren Quint. Now to Jamie Pusher. Knutson fakes the shot, loses the puck, he's to it, touches it. Pilon has a sore right knee, will not return. He'll be reevaluated tomorrow.
This is going to be a slashing penalty on Sasha Havanoff. So the Blues will find themselves shorthanded again. And as I just said, these are the really important parts of the game. Now you're in the third period. You only have a 1-goal lead. Now all of a sudden you find yourself shorthanded. So this is going to be a 4-on-3 power play. This is the way the Blue Jackets started this game out. They weren't able to score on it, but they get another opportunity. So it's going to be 1 minute and 24 seconds on this power play.
On the power play tonight, Columbus 0 for 3. The Blues are 2 out of 4. The initial penalties, Odeline and Waite, unsportsmanlike conduct at 3:20 now. 37 seconds later, Havanoff a slashing penalty. 2-1 Blues. They would love to get 2 points here and move on to Nashville for Saturday night's game, which we'll have for you on KPLR TV, WB11, same time. Actually, an hour later, 7 o'clock. On Saturday, back to the Central Time Zone. 7 o'clock Saturday. Game 2 of the season in WB11. Pronger trying to force his way out against Sanderson. Keane doing a good job on the boards. Gets out. And here is Knutson, the shifty centerman from Norway. 4-on-3. We've got all sorts of room on the ice. McInnes, a man in front of him. With the puck, Mike Keane late in a shift. He's in. Can't get a good shot. Tugnutt makes the save. 4-on-3. Columbus for the second time in the game. Knutson drops the puck to Whitney. The pass deflected away. Pronger will clear the puck out. Both teams changing. 15 seconds to go in the initial penalties to Odeline and Waite. 5:10 gone and a scoreless. Third period. The Blues out shooting Columbus 33-18 tonight. Here is Tyler Wright back to the point. Jamie Heward. He's got Tamander at the near point. Now Odeline and Waite are on the ice. So a 5-on-4 for half a minute. Here's Matthias Tamander. Blues changing over to Grant Marshall. He'll blast the puck in. Drake trying to knock it down. Gets by him. Tamander. A pass knocked away. Here is Heward in the corner to Marshall. Can't center against Finley. Then takes a shot, deflects off the stick of Wright wide. 8 seconds until Havanoff's back. Barborny can't get the puck in front. Right into the corner. Blues intercept. And Heward at center ice. Havanoff back on. The Blues at full strength again. Tamander shoots the puck in. Here's Heward. Sending it to the corner. Blues get it up the boards, and Havanoff advances it. Kachuk into the corner. Bad angle shot wide. The Blues changing. Dimitra sends the puck rink wide. And it's played by Heward ahead. Offside as it is touched by Blake Sloan. 13:40 to go. Third period. The Blues up 2-1.
Fox ISOCAM. This is a 4-on-3 power play against the Blues. And look at the work by Mike Keane along the boards. All the way down the ice, just hanging on to it. Just relentless as he was able to just fight everybody out. And then he ended up with a good scoring chance as well. But unfortunately, it was at the end of his shift and he was too tired.
Back to live action. Mike Sillinger. Last one just wide of the far post. Quint to Pusher. Nielsen. He and Sillinger and Aubin on. Pronger around far side for Rycroft. Sasha Havanoff comes in. And with the help of Rycroft, the Blues able to clear the zone. Loose puck. Pronger moves up. Shoots the puck in. Blues are up 2-1. 7 minutes have been played here in the third period in Columbus. Out in front. Little backhander. And Rycroft comes close there. Pusher breaks out to Nielsen. Now to Aubin, who shoots the puck in. Columbus needs to change. The Blues are about to also. Havanoff over to Rycroft, the Denver University product. Here's Sasha Havanoff right onto the tape of Keith Tkachuk, the Massachusetts native. Into the offensive zone. Young, a snapshot right on and off the chest of Tugnutt. And he smothers the rebound. The Blues up by a goal. We go downstairs to Dan McLaughlin.
Well, guys, we just showed you what Mike Keane can bring to this team. But how about another newcomer, Doug Weight? Remember, primarily played his career, the 30-year-old out of Michigan. And he'll be part of Team USA. He's primarily played with the Oilers. Tonight it's game number 707 in his career. We saw just about 5 minutes ago. He won't back down from anybody. But you talk about great hands and really great vision in the game, and that defines Doug Weight. We're going to see this man is one of the top passers in the National Hockey League. Watch him on the power play. Watch him on the penalty kill. Bernie, he's one of the best two-way players in the National Hockey League in 2001.
Danny, he also needs to shoot a little more. I think what's happening right now, we're trying to see that chemistry. He's trying to get his line mates involved. You saw some of the goals that he scored in Edmonton, and he can pull the trigger. And I think as he gets more comfortable, we'll not only see him pass, but I think he will take some shots, and I think take some of the pressure off just always passing.
Stu got to shoot here and there.
Yep.
But he's a heck of a player. It's going to be fun to watch him this season. McInnes on defense with Salvador now that Pilon is injured. Tamander will go back. Under pressure on defense with Odeline up to Marshall. And ahead at center ice, Knudsen. Great pass. McInnes gets beaten. Johnson! A big save on Jeff Sanderson, who scored the only goal of the game for Columbus. McInnes gets the puck ahead to Young. And the shot off the stick of the rookie defenseman Klesla. And the puck to center ice. Sanderson with great speed. Over to Klesla. And the 19-year-old falls down. Dimitra hits the referee. And the Blues come back for the puck. Bodies falling everywhere. And it's Dallas Drake. On to Chris Pronger. Both teams are changing. Long shot. Tugnutt the save. Here's Corso in front with a pass. And it's tipped away. Drake now with Varlamov, who's looking for a pass in front. It comes out to the blue line. And Finley to center ice. Finley and Pronger. Varlamov with a puck on with Corso and Drake. Drake is slowed up. And the pass taken by Grandpierre from Klesla. Grandpierre slowed up by Finley. Knocked down. The crowd doesn't like it. And here's Rostislav Klesla. Just his 9th NHL game. 4th overall pick in 2000. The Pronger pass too far the length of the ice. Grandpierre touches it. Icy is the call against the Blues, who lead it 2-1. Let's go to our Commerce Bank big save of the game.
Huge save. Knudsen with a pass across to Sanderson just over the stick of McInnes. And here's the Deacons. The puck bounced a little bit there on Sanderson, but he tried to go in between the pads of Brent Johnson, but he closed them too quickly, and that is our Commerce Bank big save of the night.
The Blues playing it kind of tight here with a 2-1 lead. You'd like to get another goal here and not have to be nervous the rest of the way.
And I think maybe they're pressing too much to try to get that goal. As we look at the shots on goal, the Blues dominated the second period 13-4, but now they only have a one-shot edge. Although they're out shooting Columbus by 35-19, but it would be nice to get that extra goal, but you can't press for it. You got to be patient offensively, as we talked about at the start of the game, and that's when you're going to score some goals.
Certainly high expectations for the Blues this season. Over 100 points the last 2 seasons. Had injuries not struck in the second half, they may have come very near getting more points than any team in the history of the league in a season. So the expectations are high after reaching the conference finals. Really what's next is the Stanley Cup Finals. Blues back for the puck. McInnes plays it ahead. Intercepting. Pusher, the shot, the save, and the rebound. Right there was David Byborny. Here's Cron to Quick. Oh, that shot deflects, sails high. Pusher, a shot. That deflects off Byborny over the net. Good pressure by the right line. Byborny. Backhander. Glove saved by Brent Johnson. And play stopped with 10:08 to go in the third period.
Good sequence by Brent Johnson as the Columbus Blue Jackets showing some signs of life. Johnson, just a number of saves he has to make as they just continue to put pressure in. There's a deflection by Byborny right in front of the net, and this is a save there. Good work by Keane coming back. And then, of course, the last save. Here's Byborny coming from behind the net, and the quick backhander. Johnson down on his knees, able to get that with the big trapper.
Very typical in recent seasons for Bernie, for a Blues goaltender to not have to face a lot of shots in a game.
And it's very difficult when you're not facing a lot of shots. You can kind of lose your rhythm and maybe lose the sweat that you have in warm-up. And Brent Johnson, I think, has been very steady. Gave up that only goal at 31 seconds of the first period, and he's shut out Columbus since then.
A 2-1 Blues lead. Face off in their zone. Over to Odeline. And the shot wide. Good job putting pressure on there by Salvador. And the puck deflects over the glass into this huge capacity crowd. And there are 10 minutes now to go in the third period. Tuesday, baseball's postseason unfolds on Fox. First, 8 of baseball's best will battle it out in the American and National League Division Series on both Fox and Fox Family. Then follow the drama of the ALCS and the NLCS all the way to the crowning of the 2001 World Series champion as baseball's postseason airs exclusively on your local Fox affiliate. Be part of history. Baseball postseason is now with Fox beginning October 9th. Odeline a shot that's over the net off the glass. Young first to the puck. Gets the puck out to center ice off to Mander. He whacks it out of the air and into the Blues bench. So we'll have another face-off. The Blues with a pair of second period power play goals. Lead it here in the third period. 2-1.
Here to help this team, Mike Sillinger on offense, Grant Marshall to provide some grit, and that's something that he felt that he had to do, and we'll see as the year progresses how they help.
Puck ends up on Salvador's stick, up on the left wing to Stillman with Young. And the pass gets away. Dimitra also, and it's offside. 9:25 left in the third. We go to Dan McLaughlin.
Goalie so far for the St. Louis Blues. Brent Johnson gets the start tonight. How has he done? Well, he's fared pretty well. He's coming off a season a year ago in which he was 19-9-2. And Johnson has come up big at times so far. Moments ago, he made some huge saves on an on-man rush. Johnson's been all over the place, acrobatic at times. And we've also seen him use that stick to his advantage. He's like having a third defenseman many times back behind there. He can also clear the puck very easily along the boards, and his versatility has helped at different times tonight, guys.
He's that modern age goaltender. Big, 6'3", 195, as they say. He fills the net.
And he likes to handle the puck, as Danny brought up. That's something that Brodeur and Patrick Waugh do very well. And I think Brent really likes to handle the puck, and he cleared it a couple of times tonight, and that's very important. He stops the puck behind the net, and that's something that makes it a lot easier on the defense.
You think about goaltending, you go back not 20 years, but 16 or 17 to Ron Hextall, who came in the league, a bigger netminder, filled the net for Philadelphia, and really handled the puck. And at that time, he still had a lot of little goaltenders. Now they're Well, the Fred Brathwaites of the world are few and far between.
You're absolutely right. We'll go back a little further, but a guy that didn't handle the puck very well was Ken Dryden. He was really the first of the big breed. His brother Dave Dryden the same way, but it was Hextall was really the first guy that wanted to score a goal, shoot it down the ice, and I think everybody has progressed because of that. And here's a kid that has a huge future, 24 years old, as you said, big, and that's the key. And I really believe that strongly. I mean, you have to be good with reflexes besides just being big, and I think he really fits the mold very well.
Grandpierre loses the puck, trips Drake, and as he sees the penalty is being called, he falls down. But Grandpierre is going to take the penalty here, and an opportunity for the Blues to go to work with a man advantage.
The Blues with 2 power play goals so far tonight, and here's Grandpierre just sticking out that right leg there, and that's why he was called. He lost the puck, and then he just, I guess he was kind of falling, but he still kept his balance, stuck out that right leg, and that's why he's going off. The Blues with an opportunity to hopefully take a 2-goal lead.
A lot of Blues fans here tonight. Glenn Augustine here from Indianapolis. Hi to Frank and Carol Augustine in Belleville, and to Jane, Kenny, Carly, and Megan Gillum in Collinsville. And he and his buddy Joe Fritz also want to say hello to Jeff Fritz in Columbia, Indiana. Actually in Columbus, Indiana. They're watching on Fox Sports Midwest tonight in Columbus, Indiana. Here's Pronger at center ice. Tugnutt gets the puck right back from Waite, and then it's cleared down the ice. 11:14, the time of the tripping penalty of Grandpierre. Now the Blues to center ice. Pronger. Blues 2 for 4 in the power play. Pronger getting the puck in. Right point. McKinnon steps into it off the body of Tugnutt. And the puck cleared by Matthias Tamander down the ice. 8:12 to go. Third period. Oh, would a goal be sweet here. Blues get the puck in deep. Here's Darren Quint back. And he'll just sail the puck by McKinnon down the ice.
You can see that this line has not worked enough in game situations. They practice the power play during the week, and it's a lot different than just being preseason. This is when it's really for real, and you can see they're a little out of sync right now, that first unit on the power play.
Pronger sends the puck in front off Quint. Corso on with Dimitra and Stillman. Again, Stillman and Dimitra, the power play goals in the second period that has given the Blues a 2-1 lead, and Kron shoots the puck down the ice. Quickly both clubs changing up to Pronger, on to Stillman. Over to the point. Sasha Havanoff, the shot blocked by Alban, and Dimitra gets the puck from Havanoff. Dimitra leaves the puck for Stillman. Corso's in front of the net. Stillman to Corso. Puck knocked away, but to Pronger. His pass doesn't get around Oerlein. Very nice block earlier by Alban. Then by Oerlein, and the puck cleared down the ice. 20 seconds to go in the Blues man advantage. They haven't had the pressure and puck control that they had in earlier power plays. Puck shot in by Havanoff. Far side, Knutson can't control. Here's Havanoff from McInnes. A shot. Ooh, deflects just wide. The deflection by Dimitra. Out there with Eastwood. And Varlamov. And now the penalty to Grandpierre is over. With the puck, Al McInnes. Sasha Havanoff. Both clubs changing. 6:35 left in the third. A 1-goal Blues lead here in the season opener. At center ice, Knutson circles. Marshall shoots the puck in. Johnson settling it down for Pronger. Nice play up to Young, and in the middle to Eastwood. Left wing to Varlamov. Varlamov gets hit by Grandpierre. And the pass from Young intercepted. Long feed for Sillinger, rejected. Grandpierre takes a hit from Pronger. Two big men come together there. Grandpierre 6'3", 223, and of course we know Pronger about the same weight and 3 inches taller. 2-1 Blues, 5:50 remaining. We are in the third period here in Columbus. Sillinger loses the puck. Pronger up for Tugnutt. Now it's Mark Rycroft. His backhander wide as he's barreled into the net. Then a shot by McInnes knocked down. Rycroft has had his opportunities without playing a lot tonight. And Ray Whitney fires the puck in. Mike Sillinger trying to center it, comes high. And Salvador tips it ahead to Waite, who flings it ahead. Rycroft, long shot, and a blocker saved by Tugnutt. 5:15 on the clock, and the Blues hold on. Here's Ray Whitney. Far side right. And the shot right on. And Brent Johnson continues to be solid as he makes that play. After a solid crunching hip check by Chris Pronger. Final 5 minutes. Their beloved Blue Jackets down by only a goal in their opening game of their second season in the NHL. Blues get the puck to the blue line and out. The NHL and the Blue Jackets have really done well here in the early going in Central Ohio. The only major league professional sport here in the capital city of the Buckeye State.
Great building, great atmosphere.
Here's Kron, over the line, shoots, he scores! Lyle over the line, and they go wild here at the Nationwide Arena.
A mistake in the Blues zone, and this is what we talked about early, Kenny, to have a one-goal lead. It's always frightening, especially when you've dominated a hockey game, and this is unfortunate for Brent Johnson because Oline, I believe, banned on him. He only scored 3 goals last year, but the puck is dumped in, and Brent Johnson went out to play it. It bounced over his stick, not able to clear it, and it's the backhand pass to Kron. Oline coming in from the right point, and he did ban on it. It went underneath Johnson, underneath that right arm, into the net, and all of a sudden, with only 4.5 minutes left, we're tied at 2.
15-28, the Oline goal. And scored since 31 seconds into the game. Now Finley back off the glass, glove down by Pusher. He gloves the puck down again. Now McInnes ahead for Tugnutt. Back to McInnes. Al McInnes, the rifle shot, big save. Tugnutt, rebound, a save, and Tugnutt is stopped after the late shot from the near board. So the Blues come back to firing.
The sign of the great hockey clubs. They don't let a goal like that bother you. Come right back, and we're going to look at the Columbus goal again, but you're going to see here the puck jump over Johnson's stick, and you're going to see Oline's going to come in from this spot here. There he comes. The shot across, the pass, and the shot that goes right underneath, but no one picked up Oline, but it was the bounce in the corner. In fact, that's twice, Kenny. The bad bounce for Sanderson that led to the first goal, and now the bad bounce off the same part of the boards that ends up on the table of Oline, and we are tied at 2.
Ron and Viborny assisting on Odeline's goal to tie it at 15-28 of the third period. Here's Al McInnes, sends the puck high behind the net to Waite. Pusher shoves him to the boards. Now Mike Keane. Doug Waite. Tugnutt wants to get in front. Waite. They shoot and score. Mike Keane in the slot. Oh, what great work by Doug Waite. And just like that, the Blues come back to regain the lead 3-2.
Great forechecking again by the Blues. And this is the grit of Mike Keane and the patience of Doug Waite. You see, it was Keith Tugnutt parked in front of the net, but look at the work in the corner. And it was Waite just hanging onto the puck. Finds Keane, and what a shot by Keane as Tugnutt was sliding down. This was up right underneath the crossbar. And Keane's first in a Blues uniform gives the Blues back that 1-goal lead.
For Mike Keane, the 150th goal of his NHL career, 16-13, and what a big goal it is. In his first goal coming with the Blues, in his first game with the Blues. The 955th game of his career. Drake sends the puck in. Now the Blues have 3 minutes, 37 seconds to hold on to the 1-goal lead again. Big hit by Drake on the kid defenseman Klesla. Loose puck. Here's Tyler Wright. The Blues are hitting everything. Wright doesn't like it. Pronger flips the puck high in the air, and it drops down to Klesla. Now at center ice, we're going to get a penalty, and we've got tempers flaring. Wright and Rycroft there. Big drop here. Salvador won't step back from anyone. And this has been a heck of a hockey game. You would think it was more of a mid-season or late-season game than the opener. Lots of times the first few games are, so-so, but this has been a beauty.
It really has. Both these teams have really worked hard. They've both been full of a lot of enthusiasm. The passes haven't been great, but everybody's trying hard. There was the original hit on Klesla by Drake, and then It was Wright here. You're going to see Wright coming in, getting hit by Drake, and he took exception to that. Now, I don't know what Drake is getting a penalty. Oh, there's the penalty on Drake. So both Tyler Wright and Dallas Drake are going to go to the box. So at least I believe that's what it looks like. So we're going to play 4 sides for the next 2 minutes. Only 3:21 remaining. So I don't mind the Blues being in a 4-on-4 situation.
No, that's to their advantage.
Yes, it is.
Keane's goal from Wade and McInnes at 16-13. So the Blues get a huge goal quickly. Only 45 seconds after Columbus had tied it.
And as I mentioned earlier, Kenny, that's a sign of a good hockey club. They just come right back, go right back. Yet, even though you give up a goal, still plenty of time. And when you got the talent that they do, they just prove it right there.
The shots are 40-23 favoring the Blues. Drake 2 for roughing. Wright gets 2 for high sticking at 16:39. Here's Klesla getting the puck in. Now the Blues work it out. It's Dimitra trying to get around Quinn, unable to. This is Vyborny. 3-2 Blues, under 3 minutes to go in regulation play. David Vyborny leaves the puck. Sanderson a shot. Oh, the puck's just over Vyborny's stick. Back to Quinn, a blast, the save, they score! Klesla in his 10th NHL game gets a huge goal, and that ties it at 3.
The 19-year-old had 2 goals in 8 games last year to start the season with the Blue Jackets before he went back to junior. To be honest, Kenny, in this situation, he was out of position. He's the forward, or the defenseman, and he ends up way behind the play. Right place, right time as he circled behind the net. Down deep, ended up getting the rebound right back on his tape, but he was supposed to be back in the zone, but kept going on the rush. Ended up chipping in the rebound, and we're once again tied at 3.
3 goals in 9 NHL games is not bad for a 19-year-old defenseman. Now the Blue Jackets with the puck. 16, make it 17-16, the time of the goal. Klesla from Vyborny and Quint. So that comes just 63 seconds after Keane had given the Blues the lead. Now it's Tkachuk against Tamander. Back to the blue line to Havanoff. Odeline moves the puck behind the net. 2:07 to go in the 3rd period. The Blues and Blue Jackets tied at 3. Wait. Tkachuk. Pass for Pronger off his skate. Both teams short a man for 35 seconds. Sillinger. Long pass gets away from Whitney. Sillinger works in. Puck knocked away. Here's Ray Whitney. Open man. Quint. He shoots the save. Rebound. And Havanoff clears it away. Sillinger was right in front of the net. Crowd unhappy. Waite worked over Sillinger a bit. Quint knocks down Waite. Here's Whitney. He'll wind up the shot. The save by Johnson. In the corner. Espen Knudsen. He's taken care of. 1:24 to go. Now both teams are back at full strength. Wright and Drake are on. Here's Daniel Corso on the boards. Along with Stillman. Here's Drake. Dallas working behind the net against Tamander. 1:07 to go in regulation. 3-3 here in Columbus. Stillman gets the puck back behind the net to Corso. Comes in front. Loses possession for a moment. Now Drake to McInnes. The shot deflects. Corso can't get the puck in front to Stillman. Tamander up the board. Salvador pinches in. Knocks the puck down. A shot sailing over the net. Down to 47 seconds to go. Great pressure by the Blues. Now they need a change, and their bench is a long way away. Up the wing it comes. Tyler Wright with a puck. Long shot. Glove save Johnson. 35 seconds. Pronger gets the puck out. Odeline in his own zone for Columbus. Over to the goal scorer, Klesla. At center ice, the Blues intercept. Finley off the boards to Young. 23 seconds. With Keane. Man in front. And the puck in the crease. Batted away. Goes wide of the net. Oh, what an opportunity in front of the net. Now the Blues, Young in the corner. That was Dimitra in front. 8 seconds. Back to the point. The puck gets away from Pronger. 4 seconds on the clock. Now down to 2, 1, and we'll go to overtime. In the first game of the 2001-2002 season for both the Blues and Blue Jackets, it's 3-3 after 60 minutes. A 5-minute 4-on-4 overtime is coming up next.
For the St. Louis Blues, and it comes in game number 1. It's St. Louis Blues, and it comes in game number 1. It's 3-3 between the Blues and Columbus, and some big goals in a span of just over a minute in the third period. Doug Waite sets up Mike Keane with his first St. Louis goal. The Blue Jackets, though, come right back. They tie it up. It's been a wild atmosphere, a sellout capacity crowd. Here in Columbus, they have been loud. It feels like a playoff atmosphere. And guys, it's just game number 1 of 82 during the regular season. Back upstairs.
If the next 81 are anything like this, what a season we're in for.
It's actually been a pretty well-played game, considering this is the first game for both teams after really a somewhat short preseason. So I don't think that Joe Quinn will be very happy about giving up 3 goals. The Blues have not had great success, but I would, as I said, take my chances 4-on-4. Even though Columbus did score to tie, now we have a point for each team. The Blues now have to take the aggression to try to score the game winner.
4-on-4, 5 minutes, sudden death, and you're right, every team, each side gets a point no matter what happens, so you're playing to get an additional point. Stillman, Dimitra, and Keane have scored for the Blues. Sanderson, Odeline, and Klesla for Columbus. Here's Pronger with a puck. He and Finley are out there, along with Stillman and Young. 4-on-4, you would think it well should be the case, is to the advantage of the more talented team. Young on Quint. Young trying to keep possession, keeps the puck in to Stillman. Here's the shot, blocker save. The Blues, since this format went into effect in the NHL, have been very aggressive in overtime. Don't care if they lose, just want to do their best to get that 1 extra point. Quint shot deflects wide, another shot! That hits either Sillinger or Johnson and goes wide. Both teams changing. We go back the other way. Here's Doug Waite. Can't quite work in front. Waite after the puck, beaten to it, and Knutson clears it out. Sasha Havanoff. A pass that surprises McInnes, and Knutson with it again. He leaves the puck for Ray Whitney. Whitney to Knutson. The shot high and wide off the glass, and Tkachuk at center ice against Odeline. Blues are changing. Tkachuk a shot, and Tugnutt a big save. 3:41 to go in this game. We're in overtime in Columbus. The Blues 3 and the Blue Jackets 3. Saturday night will be in Nashville on KPLR TV, WB11 at 7 o'clock Central Time. This is Tyler Wright over for Rostislav Klesla, who tied the game with less than 3 minutes to go. Pronger loses the puck. Here's Wright getting around Pronger, but Pronger ends up with a puck. His pass to Salvador. Dimitra's out on the right wing. Wright taken down, slashed near the goal. There'll be a penalty to Chris Pronger. So this capacity crowd on their feet again here in Columbus, Ohio.
Very unusual to see a call like this in overtime. But that was another one of the notices that went out by the league, that any slash above the waist, if it's on the hands, anything above the waist is going to be a penalty. And you'll see Pronger got slashed first, and he ended up almost pulling down Tyler Wright there. We'll maybe get it from a better angle. You see in the corner here, as Tyler Wright, first of all, I think, tries to slash. He gets Pronger right there, and Pronger comes back and gets him kind of on the shoulder. More of a hook, Kenny, than a slash.
So we're in overtime. 3-3. 3:05 to go.
Hi, I'm Rob King. Join us right after the game for the Midwest Sports Report. The Cards try to clinch a playoff spot. You'll get locker room reaction. We'll have every Barry Bonds at bat, plus we'll preview the Rams and Lions. That's right after the game with Pat Paris and me. See you then. Now back to Ken and Bernie.
Both teams discussing things as Pronger takes the penalty.
Columbus has called a timeout, I believe. It's one of the two sides that took a timeout. I would assume that it's Columbus. Dave King wants to rest some of his players, get something set up to try to win this on the power play. The Columbus Blue Jackets have not scored on the power play tonight. They've had some chances. They're 0 for 4, so that's one thing that Columbus did not do well last year. They were only 12.5% on the power play last year, and that was one of the reasons that Sillinger was brought in. Marshall, Whitney did not play. The back problem last year when he came, so again, you're seeing Sillinger and Whitney probably out on the power play as we have a 4-on-3 power play.
Third time tonight, Columbus has had a 4-on-3. And back for the puck will go Klesla.
And I think the Blues had the better of the scoring chances. Keane had the chance, and I believe the breakaway by Stillman might have been on a 4-on-3.
Keane, the lone forward. Salvador and McInnes back. Columbus sets it up. Quint. He's got Klesla at the foul point. This is Klesla. Sanderson's in front of the net. Whitney out to Quint. Little backhander flutters wide. And I do mean flutters. Here's Klesla. Here's Quint. Whitney's broken his stick. A shot off the shoulder of Johnson. 2:25 remaining in this game. Ray Whitney. 4-on-3 power play for Columbus. A chance to win it. Klesla is shot wide. Puck off Quint into the crowd. Play stop. 2:14 to go on the clock. 1:10 to go in the Pronger penalty. Well, bring your American flags to opening night at Savvis Center a week from tonight. Remember, that game against the Kings begins at 6:30. There'll be a spectacular pregame show at 6:15. A special performance by Lee Greenwood, who will perform his God Bless the USA anthem live during the first intermission. All of you will receive free the 2001-2002 Blues team calendar, courtesy of Office Depot. And all of you will receive a red, white, or blue glow stick to wave during the first intermission. Tickets on sale now at Savvis Center and all Ticketmaster outlets. We're all looking forward to the home season opener next Thursday night against the Kings. The only game between now and then, Saturday night in Nashville against the Predators.
This is a situation that Columbus, without Chris Pronger on the penalty kill, they're hoping to take advantage of.
Klesla taken down by McInnes. He'll clear the puck out. So about a minute will remain when Pronger comes out. Darren Quint by Borney. Quick shot by Knudsen wide. 4-on-3 power play for another 42 seconds. David Vyborny to Espen Knudsen. Back for Vyborny. Back to Knudsen. The Blues have Havanoff and McInnes and Young out there. This is Knudsen. Klesla. Shot deflection, and that's turned away. They had Quint up there. Now the Blues break out. 20 seconds until Pronger's back. McInnes sees what he has. Takes the shot. Tugnutt the save. And both teams are changing. 1:17 on the clock. It's overtime in Columbus. Rostislav Klesla, right wing to right. Now to Odeline. A screen shot. Stick save. And it's Dimitra to center ice. Pronger's back on with 1:02 to go in the game. Dimitra loses the puck. Under a minute to go in this contest. Dimitra's pass broken up. Sillinger to right. The crowd on their feet here in Central Ohio. Sillinger slammed to the boards by Pronger. Blues with a puck. Nice feed by Salvador to Dimitra. 44 seconds. 3-3. Here's Pronger. The shot high and wide. And out to center ice. Right. Pass for Sillinger. Havanoff back. And he makes a nice play to contain Sillinger. 28 seconds. Here's Doug Waite. Can the Blues win it in the last seconds? Waite, backhander. Trickles wide. Marshall with the outlet pass for Aubin. 17. The shot blocked off McInnes. Tipped to the goal and a save by Brent Johnson. What a big save there. And there are 13.1 seconds to go in this game.
And in action, and that's why you love 4-on-4 hockey. I was surprised to not see Sanderson out there, but here's the puck bouncing in the air. Johnson had to be sharp there as Oven was coming in, but you see a puck jump through the air, and there's Grant Marshall going to the front of the net. So we're down to 13.1 seconds left, and
here's our BMW play of the game.
now this was the goal that gave the Blues a 3-2 lead. Beautiful pass from Wade to Keaton, who just snapped that right over the falling down of Ron Tugnutt. That gave the Blues a 3-2 lead. That is our BMW play of the game. Unfortunately, Columbus scored a 4-on-4 goal to tie it at 3, and that's why we're in overtime.
Joe Quenneville calling a timeout here. If you've just joined us, Columbus scored in the first minute of the game. Then the Blues got 2 power play goals, Stillman and Dimitra in the second period. And it remained 2-1s from early in the second until late in the third. At 15:28 of the third, Odeline tied it at 2. Then at 16:13, Keane gave the Blues the lead. Then at 17:16, Klesla tied it again at 3. The Odeline, Keane, Klesla goals coming in a span of only 1 minute and 48 seconds. And of course, the Blues will travel tomorrow to Nashville, Tennessee, and meet the Predators at the Gaylord Entertainment Center. Mike Dunham and his club. That's a 7 o'clock telecast Saturday night on WB11. David Legwan, they've got an up-and-coming team, too. A little more experience in the league than Columbus, and the Predators will be tough. But now the Blues have got to get the puck and get down the ice.
Important face-off here with Sillinger, one of the best in the league last year.
Corso wins the draw. Johnson a save, 10 on the clock. Pronger, long pass. Tugnutt runs into his own man. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Corso a shot blocked, and each team has a point in their season opener. So the Blues end up with a tie here, opening their 35th season. 3-3 the final, and our Budweiser player of the game, Pavel Dimitra.
A power play assist, and then the power play goal, which gave the Blues a 2-1 lead. Dimitra playing center tonight. A very good game by Pavel, and this is an indication of what he can do at center.